Hello everyone, welcome to intuitive energy reading based on the thumbnail and or title. If you feel like this reading is for you, welcome. Okay, I do have some intuitive downloads and we're gonna see what the cards are gonna say, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Obviously this is collective. If you want something more specific, all the links will be on my YouTube homepage or well, probably my YouTube homepage. Okay, I just want to say thank you for stopping by. Also, side note, it is my season of the time of the month, okay, of me shedding energy from my root chakra. So if I sound aloof, then you know what it is. Okay, this would probably be the last video during that time, okay, until I return. So you got messages from your angels, God himself, archangels, or your ascended masters, okay, Buddha, spirit guides, but it's from higher realms, so they will have to have like a global impact on many people. So for some, it could like be the Prophet Muhammad. In Islam, it could be Buddha, Shiva, God, Jesus, Archangel Michael, Gabriel, Uriel, you name it, okay? So I'm gonna pull some cards from what I would like to call my spiritual oracle deck, okay? But I have to say this, I feel like there are wanting you to have more strength, more confidence during this season, especially if you have spiritual gifts, okay? You are an intuitive person or have psychic abilities or a healer, things of that nature, okay? I'm not talking just based on I read like tarot for fun. Like you're actually in the light working business of helping the collective, of helping people, and this is why you have this spiritual download from me to you in order to get awareness of what needs to be like taking place during this season and time, okay? So yeah, there could also be dynamic between two fire sign couples. Maybe there's like I feel like that's like symbolic for, because I saw like the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands. I would take that as a symbolism for like divine counterparts in terms of doing the work, in terms of being a twin flame or having a partnership, a spiritual partnership, okay? So if you don't have that strength, which I feel like your guidance really is requiring you to have during this season, they're definitely going to assist you, okay, in order to get that strength, okay? You could also get that strength from your significant other is also doing the work. Going back to the whole fire sign couple, twin flame situation, it could very much also be like you're gonna link up with people that's in your soul tribe and it's gonna help you. Like it could be another masculine, you know, but that's in your soul tribe, but doesn't literally have to be your divine masculine, right? But they're going to also help you gain more strength and more insight during this season and time. Overall, I feel like your intuition is very vital at this moment, okay? Above all things. So like, for instance, if you're tuning into energy and the cards are saying no, if you're tuning in and it says yes, trust the yes, okay? That's basically what it is here. So we got spiritual practices and then the key of light. Like I was saying, there's going to be a message from, sorry for the noise in the background, but there's going to be a message from, yeah, your spiritual team. They're going to give you some perspective, some clarity upon certain things. Like I was mentioning, I feel like you are in the collective of doing the work, okay? Whether it's shadow work, light work, you're doing the work in order to like ascend the collective, ascend the vibration on earth, transmute energy, heal, things of that nature, okay? So you're gonna get some insight in relation to this as well. For some, it's literally in relation to a masculine, okay, or your divine masculine that's also going to help you with some clarity and insight pertaining to your spiritual work, or pertaining to your healing work, your light working, position in life, okay? So there is that. Some cards fell on the floor. So we got the power of divine masculine, and then we got this one in reverse, which is, let's see here, initiation by air, and then we got second ray of wisdom. So I know this is gonna sound very offbeat or off key maybe, but I feel like there's symbolism of the cards being thrown down on the floor like this. So in this scenario, if you're focusing too much on your twin flame, right, your spiritual team is kind of like, on the other hand, we want you to focus on yourself, focusing on your work, and less on your divine masculine, okay? That's why it was kind of put on the back burner, okay? And for others, I feel this energy of like, if you have too much like masculine energy, the whole masculine energy within the human body, the masculine by nature is like the chaser and the provider, things of that nature, and like the feminine energy is more so the one that taps in easier to intuition and has more a nurturing effect to them, because of their ability to carry children. So and even if not, the mother, the female, the feminine naturally has a nurturing energy to them, okay? If we're going to compare it to the masculine, just by nature, in terms of spiritual law, okay? So if you have too much of the divine masculine energy of like, I can do all things by myself, I don't need a man, you don't allow yourself to be taken care of and be in your feminine energy, your spiritual team is also advising you, or your divine masculine can like help you balance out that frequency within yourself, so you become more I'm tuning into like soft girl, what's the name, soft girl power, but more of your feminine energy, okay? Not to like be all up in, I don't have time to be all extra with the words today, as you guys know. But yeah, for some of you guys, you could have dealt with an air sign that wasn't really all what it seems to be in their energy. So they could be very demeaning, very condescending, very like, yeah, that. I'm gonna very minimize on all the big words today because I really can't. So if you're dealing with an air sign that was very, or just somebody that was demeaning or condescending, that person, your spirit guides are like ex-nay on this person, or cut them off. And if they are your divine masculine, by word of mouth from God, which is my firm belief system, I'm getting a confirmation if it's yours to be entangled with, okay? They still need more work to do. So if they're like occupying your energy and they're not really treating you fairly, energetically, That's also symbolic for like letting them go, okay? Or this is what's is needed of you if you're in this energy, okay? Sorry, I know it sounds all over the place. But we're gonna see here. Yeah. I'm going to see if there's something else pertaining to the first message, but we got initiation by air. I felt there's also going to be some signs that you will see either in the 5D. I'm tuning into like up in the air. So whenever it's above air level, that means it's out in the universe. It could also be from a different realm, as in the spirit realm, the dream state. So you're going to get some signs from there. If you haven't already, or your person, or these people here, you know, Soultribe, etc. Or you're going to get some signs all over, like mirroring numbers, okay? But the mirroring numbers is pertaining to like the base energy of this reading, to trust your intuition, okay? And to have more endurance and strength during this season of time when it comes to your light working mission or shadow work, okay? Whatever the case may be. You could also be an air sign, but I'm not feeling that on an energetic level. But I did tune into 24, so something might take place on the 24th, okay, as well. So let's continue. Keep tuning into 24, so that's definitely symbolic for somebody, okay? Now, we're going to move on to the next message here. I already kind of tapped into trust your intuition, right? Let's see if there's anything else pertaining to that based on the cards. I feel like the trust intuition is just like on a general census, but based on the cards here, if you're like hanging on a string, like the card is showcasing, and if something is like really hard and difficult, basically stressing you out, if something is stressing you out and it feels difficult and it feels like draining, trust that, you know. And what do we do when things are just overwhelming and too difficult to handle, like health-wise? And normally we should let it go, but it can be difficult if there's some sort of attachment, some sort of bondage to that normalcy, okay? For some of you guys, I feel like you want to let go, but you have difficulty to do so, okay? It's about an ending. Okay, this ending is not being fruitful. It's not being, I'm tuning into fruitful and multiply, and that's the scripture in the Bible, in Genesis 2, when God says be fruitful and multiply. So this thing is not giving fruit. Whatever is stressing you out, is feeling kind of hard, like let it go, okay? It could be pertaining to family members or a family. For some, it could be in relation to a divine feminine or a feminine in your life. Like, I don't know if they're divine, if they are karmic, but like whoever's stressing you out, please just let it go. If you're a masculine, especially, I mean, gender-wise, you can kind of switch the energy, but I'm sensing here somebody is not ready to be intimate with somebody. Let me rephrase back, okay? I'm tuning into so somebody wants a family as well, but they're stressed. It could be this feminine, right? But it's like they want a family, but they don't want to be intimate. They could be celibate. Maybe you're having a hard time being celibate, okay? Or abstinent from sex, however you want to put it. Well, as somebody that's also in that frequency, I would say it is consult your guidance, meditate, pray, okay? It's not the hardest thing on earth, okay? But it's not easy, especially if you're dating. Heck, even if you're not. So I just say be strong, because I feel like the result will be more beneficial. Now, if you don't want to be on this journey, it's up to you. But I feel like for those who already are and have made that commitment, what's going to happen with you overcoming this stress and the hardship of it is this: the result is going to be marriage, engagement, a union with somebody that is on your level and that understands your abstinence and your celibacy. So that, in a sense, trust your intuition on it. Even if it's hard, the aftermath will be engagement, will be a marriage, will be a relationship, okay? Because this person do want to have a family with you. I'm also tuning into as well. I feel like your guy, your spirit team, to simplify it for me, yeah, they're either going to bring you somebody that is very loyal, because they see you really going through it here, and they want to bring you someone that's loyal, unless you already have someone and it's more so on your energy that's like struggling and they don't know nothing about your abstinence or celibacy. This person I'm tuning into, they're gonna be loyal, and this is a person of faith as well. So they could be spiritual, religious, but they could also have the faith in you. So like if you say that this is my belief system, right, and that's just how I rock right now in my life, they will respect that, okay? And be loyal to that as well. So that's nothing you should worry about. But it's human-wise, it's understandable why it feels stressful, you know, being this energy of like wanting to do something, but you made a promise not only to yourself, but mostly tuning into God for some. However you want to put it, but you chose at least to be abstinent and to be celibate here, okay? Nonetheless, you're gonna get an offer. This is not gonna keep you away from offers, first and foremost, okay? That is insane. Think of it like a magnet. Whenever you're pulling away from something that everybody is kind of like diving into, you become like a diamond, you know, a light here, something that's unattainable. And by nature, like I mentioned, the masculine energy, they are chasers, you know, they are, this is gonna sound very condescending, but they are prayers. Like they pray, you know, the masculine energy, they go after, they're more action orientated, you know. It's the female here that's more so waiting to be asked, taken. I know it sounds very traditional, and as somebody that's a non-conformist, I'm like, what the heck? But this is the revelations and the insights I got from my spiritual team and through this reading, and I'm gonna stick by it, you know. You know, we'll all have a different belief system, but at the end of the day, I'm gonna deliver the messages for what it is. So yeah, trust your intuition. It's gonna work out, okay? You just need to endure a little bit more. Okay? Now we're gonna go into a really long message that I had to kind of write out, and it's in relation to when one of my drawers, I know this is gonna sound, bear with me, okay? So yeah, I was trying to take out some of like my oracle cards, and all of a sudden my drawer got stuck, you know, and I kept on like pushing it in, lifting it out, and it didn't work. And then I took it out, and then I saw like a small like kind of opening. So I was like, oh, maybe that's it. I cleaned out the entire drawer, put it back in, and still right now it's almost like in, but it's not really completely in. And all that to say that is very symbolic for trying to make things happen when it's not really aligned with you. In simpler terms, trying to make fetch happen. Okay, you cannot make fetch happen. If you watch the Mingles, you know what it is. And that's basically the message here. You cannot make fetch happen. For some of you guys, you're trying to make fetch happen with, let's see here, whatever. I literally wrote it all down. But anyways, are you trying to make fetch happen with somebody that is trying to act like they're in alignment with your purpose, okay? But they're not. I know why though, because I feel like yeah, like I was saying, they're trying to make it seem like they're in alignment with your purpose, but they're not. And your guidance here is trying to show you the reality of this situation. Like, for instance, if this is an entirely different message here, okay, please take what resonates. The messages are 3 in 1, but it's almost like if you're a Christian and they come in and they're like, yeah, I'm a Christian too, and God never sent them. It's as simple as that. I can't find my other notes, so we're just gonna move past it. But it's as simple as that, okay? And I feel like God just wants you to be mindful. Like, you cannot make fetch happen. And it also reminds me of the scripture in the Bible where it's like you're trying to put wine or old wine, old or new wine in a old like barrel. But in reality, you need a new one. Like, nobody puts on like new clothes on an unclean body. Thank you, Spirit. Even with the aloofness and the hormones, I can still deliver the message. I'm very grateful. Let's go. Let's continue. So, yeah. The thing is, there's gonna be, regardless of what will take place, I feel like your spirit guides, God just wants you to be mindful. There's definitely going to be justice and revelation if it's not from me, which I probably feel like it will be, and you will just get this as confirmation. Justice will come in sight for you guys. And things will be restored and balanced. Hierophant, for some people, they take it as somebody that's either your divine counterpart. Some even take it as like the Most High God. Some even symbolizes the Hierophant as somebody that's spiritual, a male spiritual figure that's not really on the good side. Well, the good side, upright, and reverse on the lower side. And some people even link it as an Aries or a Taurus, or just soulmate, like a soulmate that you're gonna marry. For me, in this case, naturally and spiritually, I link it to either somebody that's spiritual or somebody that's like spiritually gifted, a male one, or actually that's pretty much my take on it, but I understand the other symbolism to this. In this case, I will link it to the Most High, God, as in God will bring justice and balance to this. I feel like that's more fitting. Okay. I feel like God is also trying to see all the... Let me rephrase that. I feel like God is already seen all the sides, the aspect of this, on all the like corners, upside, inside, and out of this person, you, them, this relationship, past, present, or future. I mean, God is all-knowing, right? So obviously he already knows what's up with this situation. And it goes back to the fact, do not make fetch happen. If the shoe doesn't fit, don't make it fit. Like, don't try to buy a shoe that will fit, because for some, not for some reason, I feel like intentionally God would be like, even if you buy his size or her size in terms of the shoe, God will make their feet smaller or make this shoe bigger. Like, this is not sent by God. And this is why God is very much urging you to be strong in faith and to have discernment and not entertain people that's not on your level of frequency, on a general senses, but also spiritually. I don't know what's happening with this specific person, this relationship. This could also be pertaining to other areas in your life, family, friends, and whatnot, like a group of people. But because I'm going so hard in terms of a relationship, right, I'm gonna stick by that for now. So yeah, I feel like the way this man is looking is how God is looking at the situation. Like, my dear, this person ain't it. This situation is not it. Like, I never brought you this person. I never intended for this situation to happen. This is the thing. Side note, we all have free will. So if we do things out of our own heart and desire, which we normally do because we're not robots, right? If you go to God and God is kind of like, well, I mean, I did tell you, or like, I'm going to let it play so you guys can see the revelation for yourself. Because when God was trying to tell you what's up, you didn't really see clearly. And God is like, okay, I'm going to let it play out until they realize that. Because there is something bigger coming in. And what I'm holding here, as you guys can see, is the Ace of Pentacles. But I feel like I need to dissect this situation here. Like, God was trying to balance things out in relation for you not to attract the same old cycles, okay? For others, you might have the hope and intention that God will fix this, balance this out, right? Nothing is impossible for the Most High, for God. Obviously not. But it is very simple. It's like when people, affirm things, ask for prayers, ask if, who's my twin flame and whatnot, when I'm going to get married, etc. It's very similar to like what will happen in 3 months from a good, really spiritualist that does readings. And if they're like in divine timing, or they say no, but in your energy, kind of like you as the client, you're like, what do you mean no? Like, there's a way that there can be yes. And if it's an authentic reader, they'll be like, obviously there is a possibility for things to go from no to yes, but is the steps that is required to go from a no to yes, right? How much patience and endurance can you deal with? How much, this, that, and the third that might not be aligned with you emotionally, mentally, or physically, will you be able to go through, deal with, in order for it to become yes? So it's all about give and take. It's all about balance. Yeah, you know what? This is a spiritual message, and we're going deep here. I feel like the aftermath pertaining to people that are not in alignment with you for highest and best good. I could literally just be like, you know, just drop all the people that are not for highest and best good. But I like to go deep. So with that being said, the aftermath will be that you will heal, you know, and it will hurt. Because you do feel like you're a soulmate. You do feel like you are ready to give it all and ready to do whatever in order to endure it, right? Even on a magical way, like if you had to do some like witchy poo spell stuff, you would have done that. But at the end of the day, the divine God is like, no. Like, so if you have even gone that route and you'd be like, let me see if I can manipulate the energy, God will restore things as such, okay? Because it was never supposed to happen. The fetch is not fetching for God, okay? Or the universe, if you like. You know, it's not fetching. You might hold on to this still and be in a delusion about this situation pertaining to people that are not in alignment with you or this quote-unquote relationship, right? Well, at least you know what I, you know, my intuitive thoughts and guidance have said, okay? Nonetheless, even if it hurts, you will receive love. And I feel like the love that is kind of needed here is more so divine love, okay? And when you do reach that level, having unconditional love and that union with God, or if you don't believe in God, union with yourself in terms of self-love, you will attract what's in alignment with you for your highest and best good. Okay? So, that's on that. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. It is kind of a shame that you know, it's whatever. I feel like everything happens for a reason, so we're just gonna move on. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm gonna do like a collective affirmation because why not? Why not? We gotta let go. And I feel like it's summarizing everything that I just said. Let it go. Whatever the case may be, whatever grudges, whatever energy from the past or present that is holding you back is kind of like, you know, the fetch is not fetching here. Let it go, okay? And I feel like that is literally for your highest and best good, mentally, spiritually, and physically, okay? Thank you, guys. Have a great day, okay? And good luck on your journey in life.